Bakit delikado ang maging co-signer or guarantor sa utang ng iba? Welcome to another episode of Easy Law Online. Ito si Attorney Chato Olivas and today is February 18, 2025. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay ang danger ng pagiging guarantor or co-signer sa utang ng iba. Pag may lumapit sa iyo at sabihin niya, pwede ka bang maging guarantor ko kasi kailangan kong mangutang, maaring gusto mo siyang pagbigyan kasi kaibigan mo siya o kamag-anak mo siya. Gusto mo siyang suportahan. Pero minsan, pwede itong maging masamang panaginip. We all have friends and family who may struggle financially from time to time. Perhaps they need a loan for a car, a house, or to start a business. They might come to us, someone they trust, and ask us to be their guarantor. Nagpa-promise sila na silang magbabayad, assuring us na walang risk on our part. So we want to help. We care about them. We trust them. But this is where the trouble often begins. Akala natin tinutulungan natin sila. Pero tignan muna natin kung ano ang sinasabi ng batas ng tao at ang batas ng Diyos tungkol dito. Doon muna tayo sa batas ng tao. The fundamental problem with being a guarantor is that you're essentially saying, kung hindi sila makakabayad, ako na. Ako na ang aako ng lahat. You're taking on full responsibility for the debt as if it were your own. Pero isipin ninyo, are you prepared to make those payments? Are you ready? Can you afford it? What happens if your friend or your relative loses their job, gets sick, o namatay or nag-change ng mind tungkol sa pagbabayad? Suddenly, ikaw ang taya. Ayon sa batas natin, there are two kinds of guarantee. Yung una, yung talagang guarantee na tinatawag natin. At sisingilin muna ng creditor yung debtor. Tapos kung hindi makabayad yung debtor ng full amount, ang susunod niyang sisingilin ay yung guarantor. Okay? So makikita natin may pagka-secondary yung guarantor, uunahin muna yung principal debtor. Meron pang isang klaseng concept. Ito yung tinatawag na surety. Ang surety ay inaako niya yung buong obligasyon at pumapayag siya na singilin siya directly ng principal creditor without the creditor having to go to the principal debtor first. Okay, so bibigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa. Doon muna tayo sa guarantee. Halimbawa, lumapit yung kaibigan mo, kinuha kang guarantor para sa utang na 100,000. Nung due date, ang nabayaran lang nung kaibigan mo ay 30,000. So merong natitirang 70,000. Ang pwedeng habulin ng creditor para doon sa 70,000 ay ikaw bilang guarantor. So uunahin mo na yung principal debtor at saka pupunta sa'yo bilang guarantor. Now, pag sinabi naman natin surety, let's say ang obligation is 100,000, yung creditor pwede niyang singilin either ikaw as surety or the principal debtor directly for the full amount of 100,000. Hindi na kailangang unahin yung principal debtor. Pwedeng dumiretso siya sa iyo at ikaw ang sisingilin niya at bahala kang sumingil dun sa principal debtor. Okay? So, itong mga dahilan kung bakit dangerous maging cosigner, guarantor, or surety. Number one, kaya kumuha yung principal creditor ng guarantor, hindi siya naniniwala na makakabayad yung debtor ng full amount. So, ibig sabihin, yung credit standing sa kanya nung debtor ay malabo. Okay, so that's the number one problem. Naniniguro ang creditor. Kaya siya humingi ng guarantor. Ang pangalawang magiging problema dyan ay yung relasyon ninyo dun sa taong umutang. Pwedeng makasira ito ng relasyon kapag hindi nagbayad yung borrower or yung debtor, ikaw ang sisingilin, tapos ikaw naman ang sisingil sa kanya. Medyo mahirap yun, lalo na kung ang kamag-anak mo o malapit mong kaibigan, it may be a painful process of trying to collect. So pwedeng magkaroon ng resentment, broken trust, or even the end of a relationship. And the third problem is maaaring mawala ang lahat sa iyo. For example, masyadong malaki yung utang na kailangan bayaran. baka pati yung savings mo mawala, yung mga assets mo, baka pati yung bahay mo matangay, mawawala. Okay? So ano naman ang sinasabi ng batas ng Diyos? Ibig sabihin ko dito yung Bible. Meron akong mga Bible verses na gustong isite na nagsasabing wag kang maging guarantor or surety. Una, Proverbs chapter 6 verses 1 to 5. Basahin nyo to ng buo dyan sa bahay ninyo in your own private Bible reading. Pero ang sinasabi nito, huwag kang maglagay ng security or guarantee para sa utang ng iba. Kapag nagsabi ka na, natrap ka na nung sa sinabi mo, so do whatever you can to free yourself. Sabi pa dito, allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself from the hand of the hunter like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Palayain mo ang sarili mo dito sa pangakong ito kasi hindi maganda yung ganyang klaseng relationship. Second verse, Proverbs 11 verse 15. Whoever puts up a security for a stranger will surely suffer. Sabi dito will surely suffer. Hindi sinasabing maybe that person will suffer. Hindi sabi surely. Ibig sabihin, dapat maging matalino tayo sa hindi pag-guarantee ng loan ng iba. Meron man tayong pwedeng ibigay na ibang tulong, huwag lang mag-guarantee. Proverbs 17:18, sabi dito, one who lacks sense gives pledges and becomes surety for his neighbor. Lacks sense. Ibig sabihin, kulang sa talino, kulang sa good judgment. And Proverbs 22 verses 26 to 27, do not be one who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debts. If you have no money to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? Ang sabi dito, baka pati yung kamang hinihigaan mo, makuha nung creditor. Paano ka na? Okay? Hindi naman sinasabi ng Bible na maging heartless or unloving tayo. Ang sinasabi lang, let us be wise stewards of the money that God entrusted to us. Protektahan natin ang ating pamilya. Protektahan natin ang ating sarili. There are many ways to help, pero pwede namang hindi financial. O pwede rin konting financial, bigyan natin ng pera or i-connect natin with a financial counselor. So in conclusion, while the desire to help your loved ones and friends, this is commendable, co-signing a loan is a dangerous gamble, malaking sugal. The risks far outweigh the potential rewards. The Bible warns us against becoming surety for the debt of another person. So protect yourself, protect your family, protect your relationships. Choose wiser ways to show your love and support. Okay? So hanggang dito na lang muna tayo. I will be seeing you next time. Meanwhile, let me share my favorite Bible verse with you. Do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with God. Ito si Attorney Chato Olivas of Easy Law Online, simplifying the law and empowering you. God bless you.